I know you're excited because I am. The holidays are here. Yeah! Okay, calm down. Calm down. Let's get serious. Let's talk about food and how I've been eating on my first 2 weeks of living full time van life. Well, I try to reduce the amount of times that I eat out. So, out of a 7 day period, I try to only only eat out 3 and cook at least 4 of those days, even though I wound up eating a lot of leftovers because it's really hard to cook for one person. And with me working, whatever I eat for lunch is usually my dinner or vice versa. I love to take my meals outside. I am such an outdoors person. Y'all know I love the outside. So this is normally the view I prefer when eating. So I very seldom take my meals inside of my traverse. I normally take my fold up picnic blanket and sit at waterside. My car is right here. There go the parking garage. I didn't want to park in the garage. I didn't want to have bad reception. So that's where I parked. This is my doctor's office, and that's the main hospital. So when I decide where I'm going to sleep and what I'm going to eat, it normally goes into one decision. On this particular day, I had a doctor's appointment, so I parked and slept at the same place I was going to have my appointment and eat my breakfast. So I took my breakfast into the hospital cafeteria with me, used their hot water to make my hot tea, and I basically had some cheese and crackers and some pineapples and hot tea, used their Wi-Fi, charged up some devices before heading to my doctor's appointment. This was very convenient. I woke up and got dressed and I didn't have to leave and go anywhere. Everything I needed to do, I was able to do right there in one location. And hospitals are used to having people eating their own food in their cafeteria. They're used to having cars parked there all day and all night because the hospital is a 24-hour operation. So this was very convenient for me, very comfortable. And of course, me being a nurse, sleeping or eating in the hospital setting is just more comfortable for me. And I believe that people tend to gravitate to where they're comfortable. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. So I got this little camping stove because I thought it was going to be like super convenient. It's really small, compact. I can take it anywhere. And I'm trying and trying and trying and trying to get this thing started. Me and DG, if you see DG's parked right beside me, we slept with waterfront views that night and decided to cook breakfast outside on a picnic table. There's DG. It was an epic fail, first take. Yes, I did not turn it on. I'm trying to start it and I didn't turn it on. This thing doesn't even require a lighter. Once you turn it on, you hear the propane and voila, it lights up and you have fire. That simple. So I love my hot tea. So on this particular day, I actually made my hot tea with honey, scrambled eggs with cheese, and the night prior, me and DG was on down at the French Quarter on Bourbon Street, and we had loaded tacos. And I was like, wow, in the morning with my leftover loaded tacos, it would be excellent to have a breakfast burrito. And I happened to have some Hawaiian tortillas. Oh my God, if you have not tried these Hawaiian soft shell tortillas, please do. When I tell you they are freaking amazing. So with the egg, the loaded nacho stuff on top, on that sweet pita, child, let me tell you, I really don't want anybody to think just because we're living van lives or consider ourselves nomad drifters or whatever you want to call us, that we are not having a full life or enjoying the things that we're doing. I was ecstatic to have my first picnic outside with a friend from Houston and actually have good food. I mean, good food. Always use local honey. I got, no, look at that lemon ginger tea. I am a tea fanatic. I actually had to downsize the amount of tea bags I had with me. I took some home and I only kept like 10 bags because I had like over 60 bags of tea, different flavors, of course, but living out of SUV, you really have to be purposeful in the amount of things that you have with you. But I don't know. I just wanted to tackle this subject because I constantly get asked this question, like, how am I eating? And no, I do not have a refrigerator. I tried the refrigerator. It took too much power. It was I only have a Jackery 240, and it took too much power, and I really couldn't afford to upgrade my Jackery system. And then I tried the cooler with very much encompassing ice, no ice, and freezing water bottles. It was a mess. So I just opted not to have a refrigerator, and it's been working out quite well for me. And as far as cooking, I have this camping stove set up, and I have a butane stove, which I was going to use for this video, but I actually realized I didn't have any butane. But by the time you see this video post, I actually went home and grabbed a bottle of propane. I mean, not propane, butane. So if I wanted to make a bigger meal or use my bigger pots, I actually can cook bigger meals. After being 4 hours delayed in Charlotte, I made it to Fort Bragg's, Fayetteville, North Carolina to see my son. We enjoyed Thanksgiving with his in-laws, who has a garden where a majority of the vegetables and greens and stuff came fresh out of the garden. Green onions, squash, everything. I had some pickled squash. Oh my God, so delicious. My new favorite thing. My grandson's so adorable. My daughter, give her credit for this video. She actually did get a video of food. I was so hungry, I did not. The duck. Oh, that orange and marmalade glaze on that duck right there. Oh, to die for. And when my grandson woke up, I made sure he had some Christmas magic, and we had the tree up. So I just want to say happy holidays from my clan to yours. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share it. Unless you don't see a D, then subscribe. But if you see subscribed with a D, do nothing.